Hello everybody and welcome back to another playing commentary of Samurai Jack Season 1 episode 11 as per usual. That's the outro. Just 3 more episodes until the season finale. But the previous episode certainly was something that I really did like, even if it was really, I had very little to say about it, but I certainly did enjoy it quite a bit. Just wonder how they are gonna build up the season finale, because, you know, finales are rather important, and usually I'd prefer them to be rather climactic. Of course, there could be a rather interesting confrontation between Aku and Jack, although that is rather unlikely. Let's just get on with the show proper. The show does have this tendency to start off really slowly, which is not bad. It's a rather unique style of pacing for it, though.
By the look on your face, I can tell you like the pipes we like.
I mean, in all honesty, I actually do kind of like the sound of bagpipes, because I just like that low rumbling sound, especially up close and personal when it actually starts vibrating with the, well, not lungs, but diaphragm? I can't remember the right name. Anyway, I actually personally kind of do like that sound, but I can certainly see why it could be really annoying, and certain people actually do get, like, headache from it, just physiologically speaking, which is kind of odd. But it isn't really all that loud or annoying sounding in the show so far. But it's rather off-putting.
Please, I don't mean to interrupt.
But no, you didn't figure out, did you? That I'm being equal.
Couldn't they just, you know, be rather peaceful and just... It sounds a bit weird, but they could just hug each other and just turn around like that. It's not that hard.
No, you just consider yourself superior right off.
The-
You're rude.
Actually, he was being rather polite, but there's no reason to, like... It's pretty obvious that they'll end up in a sword fight. That could be rather dangerous, but that'll be rather dangerous, rather. Especially with that machine gun, like, I want to see how that comes into play, but there's no reason to be so violent.
You mistake my comment.
This is to beat me in combat.
Jack is being incredibly patient here. Couldn't he just, you know... Another weird suggestion, but he could just lie down and let him walk over him. That sounds a bit weird, but that's another possibility. There's countless possible ways to get over this problem.
Are you a man? Or a worthless boy like I know you are? Jesse off-looking stoner.
I do love these insults though, but... They can look, if we look at this from a certain angle, this could be incredibly racist. That still seems incredibly dangerous. Although, let's give credit... I was just about to say, let's give credit where credit is due. They are not using vertical swings. Immediately we see a vertical swing. Those are definitely the most dangerous ones to use there. Like, you can easily just cut the bridge the support ropes, and that, you know, will lead to both of your deaths. Oh boy. That's the most likely outcome, but... we'll see.
I'm having second thoughts now anyway.
Lover of basket hats. God damn, I want to use that insult. That's... seems rather suicidal. Also, couldn't you just break the shackle with your swords? I am so glad that they're animals and not humans, because that would also be rather racist. But that's... It actually is still kind of racist, but that's actually kind of funny. Oh god, these stereotypes. Actually, that's pretty cool that Aku is kind of raising the alarm state for having a lot more of those wanted posters up. That just like shows that things are at the very least escalating, if rather slowly but surely. And that's pretty much the only way you can show the escalation. that command though, bang 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 bang, that's just that. Okay. It is. Apparently headbutting is as effective as just freaking swords. Okay, okay, that's rather excessive. Huh. Oh. Okay, now they'll end up fighting, right? Right? Okay. Okay. That's to be expected. It's rather typical, you know, ending for that story, but it's still pretty neat. Like, it's rather typical way to have this kind of two kind of... It's a short form of having an antagonist turned into a good guy, but it's a short way to tell that kind of story, and it's short. It's 20-minute long episode, so it's more than long enough. As we can see, it's pretty freaking good, and it actually did manage to have two pretty good and two good, different, varied fight scenes, and that was actually pretty neat. Even though their fighting styles ended up being rather similar, they had more than enough differences to be interesting enough. And it actually showed how interesting the fights can be with the kind of wild variety that the enemies can have in the show. And hey, that's pretty cool. It's just pretty neat to see a bit more different types of fighting, and even if it is pretty much the similar type of fighting, the whole pacing of the episode was so spot on, it didn't get boring at any point, because we only had basically 2 fight scenes, and in the bit amidst that, we had a lot of fun little jokes there, and honestly, the show is pretty funny when it can be. Not, you know, anything laugh out loud absurd, but just like, huh, fun little chuckle. It's actually kind of charming that it is kind of funny, but it doesn't try to be just outright hilarious because it would feel quite out of place. Instead, it's just kind of fun. It's amusing. It's pretty freaking great. Yeah, I just dig this episode quite a bit. Even though I would say that it could be misconstrued as slightly racist. I do bring that up quite a bit, but that's just if you really honestly just want to interpret as racist, although I'm just like thinking that it was actually kind of funny and actually kind of amazing as well. Honestly, that fight scene was pretty freaking great. Yeah, that's about all. A solid fight scene. I hope that guy comes back. He was actually kind of entertaining. And man, those insults. That's not surprisingly unfamiliar. Like, I mean, we have like 7 different ways to say shit in our language. So, that's that's not surprising to be able to swear so much and insult. That's just kind of funny to hear it in different languages and just hear people just go wild with the insults, and that's pretty great, if a bit immature. But hey, what's wrong with that? Thank you all very much for watching. I hope to see you in the future. Have a great day and stay awesome. Gunmoo out. Thank you very much for watching.